Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am back again, looking down at the most amazing city of Neuve Revergrad. Soon we shall have a new radio station. Well, not soon, but at some point in the near future. I have assigned some tasks, and I got a comment about how a building had burned down. I hadn't looked at it since then, whenever those comments came out, but here I am recording tomorrow's episode, which is Wednesdays, and just wanted to make sure that I sort of prioritized a firehouse up here because I don't think we have one for any protection of our new construction. I reassigned these guys to work on that, but really haven't done anything in the episode. Oh, and these guys across the river are working on a few things in town, but we're going to try to get this house built kind of first, or, up the list, and then get this firehouse going a little sooner than later. But the comment was that the house burnt, or something burnt down, and so I went back and looked. Oops, I still have that open, as a matter of fact, and there it is. Fire destroyed the building. It'd be easier to get down there this way. Vodka. And I can tell you why. It's not because we didn't have a firehouse, which we have right here, and even though that's a little bit of a drive, it's certainly within range. I think even when I built this, I remember this being a potential problem, and it's certainly one that we need to get fixed. And I have a few thoughts on this whole thing. The problem is there was a train station right here, if you can pretty much tell that, and it was connected on four sides by these four silos. And I think the problem is, or was, depending on how you look at that, is that you couldn't get a road or anything in here unless maybe you built a bridge, but there just really wasn't enough room to build a bridge, right? Like you can see this road that I used for construction, this little dirt road, I had to cut off because of this path. So while this was a very symmetric and wonderful design in many ways, it had that one glaring weakness. Everything else is attached by roads. So I think what would be better is if we change this up a bit, and I really don't think it would be a bad thing or too hard of a thing. We still need to get a train station in here, but what we would do is not maybe have this station and then have these two, if we ever started them up. I'm thinking what we do is we just cut them off entirely, because we really don't necessarily have enough corn, and we really don't. Since I built this, I learned that alcohol is evil. So while this is a proper alcohol thing, let's do a little redesigning right here. And for now, we're just going to take, well, let's make sure this is number 3, right? No, this is just vodka distillery. See, good to check. So I'm going to remove the workers from there. Oops, excuse me. And then this one is, which one? Oops. Hello, game save. 4. So we'll take off 4 from this one. All right, so no more people should be coming up here anyway, so we won't do anything as far as that goes. But what we would do is I would just have trucks come in here and drive the stuff to this train station. So one of the first things, we can have this guy not go. Is this number 2? Yes. So let's take this guy off of 2 by, how much of a load does he have? Well, I guess he should take out whatever he can. The last of that alcohol, right? Where is he getting alcohol from? Oh, they're just still making it. All right, so let's go off to designing the train station, which unfortunately is going to be a bit of a mess. There's almost no way without destroying a little bit of track we'll get that in there. So let's destroy a little of the track this way. Hopefully that'll be enough to squeeze in a train. Oops, you know what? We're going to have to get rid of that road too. I'm going to carefully use the bulldoze tool. All right, train, cargo, platform. It doesn't matter which way it goes. All right, and then, yeah, before we get out of here, an electrified track. And I think I'll just pay for that track. Oops. Yeah, that seems like it's just that 444,000. All right, so we'll pay for that. I don't think I had any other tracks designed. I try to commit to things so that I don't build things by accident. But All right, so now what we need to do is get a road in there. So what I'm thinking of is, yeah, I did want to send this guy on his way. You have like one guy there. All right, you know what? We're gonna just take our chances. So how much does he have? 16. No, we want you to try to figure out how to go. Yeah, go to this stop. I know it's kind of a waste, but I know he'll get there and come back, and he won't be in our way in the meantime. So we're going to delete that stop, delete this stop. So he'll just go over to Vodka Warehouse over here. So if we ever fire these up, we'll put a truck, boom. So what that means is we're going to get rid of this, right? No, we really don't need to get rid of that, do we? What we need to get rid of is, could we get a road? I mean, I'd like to kind of have a road come this way, be a little more direct from the firehouse, but maybe can we not destroy that? Maybe we can destroy it. Yeah. Yeah, this is really pretty useless, isn't it? We didn't have to destroy both of those, but we're not going to come in here by train ever again because, or if we did, we could have trucks drive this way, but I don't see the point. Why not just have the trucks drive to there? Would have been good at that point if we had a cargo station here, which we could still add in theory. All right, so let's, yeah, I'm just going to go for the gusto and close your eyes if you don't like deleting buildings. We'll come over to the train deleting. There's no track maintenance, but there's also no point in this track anymore. Oop. There we go. Right, so now, yeah, I'm going to get rid of this road. It just looks goofy. You know what? While we're doing this, this is kind of a complete mess too, isn't it? Let's just see. I'm going to carefully. Yeah, let's go not so carefully. Right, what I'm kind of wanting to do, yeah, we're just not going to worry about that too much, but can I come off of like here, the gravel road? Yes, and maybe a little further, and then a nice turn. We could always upgrade this if we really decide to use it in the future. Let me see if that's going to be ugly. Actually, it worked out pretty well. And then we'll make it. All right, let's hope. Yes, we can get out through there. All right, so once we build those, then we should be able to get, the fire trucks in there. A nice little loop road in a sense. And then what I was thinking here is rather than worrying about that footpath, this may cause problems for a minute, but we got problems down here anyway. Now is the time to do it. We're going to footpath road this so that we don't need to have that path at all. Does that make sense? And then let's get this guy. Yeah, that's all footpaths that he found, so that's good. So now does he have enough range to... Oh yeah. All right, so let's commit to... Did it commit to those? Graphically, they went away. Scared me for a second. All right, and then really probably before I did that, I probably should have... Doesn't connect. Okay. So we'll have to come back once that connects, but it's really kind of shut down our factories until we can get in there. And then I can have this guy kind of help out with things. Yeah, he's auto-searching everything, but he can't get over that far. All right, 3,000. Yep, he should pick those up in a minute. All right, we'll keep an eye on him while we talk about other things. Hopefully he just... Maybe I can assign him. I want you to kind of go to here first, I think, and here. There you go. He found a bunch. You got kindergarten roads, and just as well. We'll get whatever roads in the area done. Okay, good. So I hope that makes sense. And that was the building that burnt down. And was it important? Yes. More so because of the corn problems it's going to cause. But it doesn't break my heart to bring our attention down here anyway. And it has me thinking about how we would, or it had me thinking about this. So we probably, while we're down here, we don't have any workers. We have a little bit of crops. I mean, I guess we could try to take stuff out of here if we have much. Like, there's no meat in here at all. Yeah, there's 0.07 livestock, and yeah, we really don't have anything here. So let's do some more destroying. Boom. Boom. All right, and then I'm just going to get rid of these roads, and I'm going to get rid of that power line. Yeah, let's go to the road removal tool near these power lines. Okay, that one. All right, we'll get rid of this bus stop. Get rid of these footpaths. There we go. So the last of the polluters near the city is gone. Not that we've had Mooskow going for a little while, so that shouldn't be too big a deal. You know what? We had this little footpath. Let's. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, why is that one never have been built? That wasn't very good English. Why hasn't that one ever been built? No, yeah, I don't know why I even had that footpath. Who, Lord knows. Okay. Really, that whole road there is sort of pointless, which is why I never really... Uh-oh, we got a fire. Go put it out, guys. Hopefully we don't have... Oh, look at that. Okay. You can't get to your stop, so you're going to cause a bit of a traffic jam until you can, huh? Well, we've got 2 construction crews heading that way, so hopefully we'll just ignore that for a half a minute. Now, I had another comment about get rid of the construction. What's going on here? Why are you red? I mean, okay, where are we at? So this one's red. I wanted to put a big stop gap in there, but look, it's sort of... When did you turn green? Jeez. When this guy got past here? Alright, so that one's red until this guy gets to here. Is that what's happening? Let's make sure that actually works. So I got a tram right here. And it's red, but this guy is coming down this way. But we got 2 trams sitting there waiting, which is okay because they've already dropped off their passengers, but it's sort of like I think we got too big a gap. And then the other problem is, yeah, this isn't the best place to gap these, is it? Because they're on 2 separate loops. All right, is that one green now? It should be green now. Yes, and one of them went. But I don't like that because, like, these are on 2 different timings, right? If anybody comes over to here, it's a different timing coming around here than if they come on this shorter loop. So I don't really want to space them out from here to here, right? Like, I would need to try to space them out a little more on their own loops. So let's go ahead and put in a couple more signals there. So yeah, the comment I got about you know, get rid of the extra rail construction things. They're ugly. No, I will. I mean, it's not really a priority for me. Why is that doing that? Just jump it over. All right, so we'll put at least a couple more signals in here so these guys don't get jammed up. Yeah, put maybe another one here. Now once we get more, we may need to add more signals. There you go. So see, that should get them freed up a lot sooner. And still hold some gap for them, but yeah, well, I see smoke coming from here, so that should be another thing that we try to do is ramp this up a little more. We don't have trains yet for taking the clothing around and taking the fabric. Or did we get a fabric train? Yeah, we got a fabric train, but we don't have... Oh, no, we did do a closed train. Sorry. Been a few days since I recorded. All right, good. Where is he going? He's going to this waypoint, so he still hasn't even gotten over here. See how little time has passed since the last episode? All right, so let's see. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. See how long it takes this guy to get fabric. Like I said, we definitely... Well, fabric will... should pick up. Now, why is this guy... look at this. Yeah, in the live stream, I had a comment about, you know, why I don't like road rail crossings. This is not going to work. As a matter of fact, what I should do is I need to get this guy off of this road. So I want you to go to... Oh, good. Look, we got one more spot there. Go to the depot. Turn around. Do something. How about go back to the clothing factory? Cancel going to the depot. Go back to the clothing factory. Come on, buddy. I need to delete that track. That is the right vehicle. I mean, I could just send the train. Yeah, let me send the train. Even though, well, that'll be a good test. We're going to test the train. But yeah, that's a problem. It's causing this to be red. So I need to get this guy off of here. Let's get ready. And at this point, I just need to delete this. Oh, no, I didn't really need you to go back there now, but that's okay. Right. Now he should be able to go underneath this rail bridge and come up there now. That sort of makes that whole thing very unique arrow-shaped intersection. Another building is on fire. Let's hope we have a fire crew. Now, yeah, so let's close that so that this guy, yeah, he can just run his loop again. And they'll have to come. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, we need to get a little bit better. Yeah, I'd have to go around this. You can't go through these things. Well, this is a fabric factory, right? Yeah, that's really kind of a bummer. There's no way I'm going to get a bridge. I don't even know if I'd be allowed to build it that close to this. I don't think I could really... It wouldn't be any better to try to go around this way. We could try to go around that way. So the best thing... Yeah, we need these footpaths to keep things functioning. The only things we have functioning are working on this footpath, and I'd have to try to... If we wanted to get fabric from here over to there, we have to come through this road. Yeah, the other option would be... I was just wondering, can we take clothing up to this one? But that's really... Oh, this is a clothing factory, what am I saying? So actually, no, you know what? That's not so bad, is it? Because really, they're coming from down here with the fabric. I'm sorry, you know, I was thinking they were coming from here, but this is for the clothing. Clothing should automatically be going into these. Okay, good. Well, that's okay. Yeah, see, there's the two, probably two fabric guys. Yeah, this guy's just bringing fabric up there, and then this guy brings fabric to here, drops off his load, and then goes up to here. Yep. Right? Oh, no, you're just both bringing fabric up there. Okay. So who's bringing fabric to the clothing factory? Do we have enough? Yes. Okay, well, it's working. We're going to talk about ramping this up shortly, but let's just see what other priorities we have. Let's see how it goes, because it really has been just moments since the last episode. And I just want to go around and make sure the rest of everything is doing okay. If you notice, in the last 20 minutes of the recording, we've gotten $15 million more, and that's often my gauge as to how well things are going. Maybe not the best gauge, but we did make some improvements in the last episodes towards getting some things straightened out with rail cranes and trains and stuff like that. So, yeah, these guys just need to finish these. I guess we should talk about... Oh, look. Yeah, they're working on that last one already, which is good. So we won't need this walking path at all. So let's just get rid of it so the world looks a little bit nicer. Right, and then when we get that, so the problem that we're having now is, you know, we have the potential, this train's just sitting here, but he's full of crops. Good, look, we're not even full of crops yet. So if we come back down here fairly soon, we may be able to deal with that. So let's go see how Mooscow's doing. And click on some of the, no workers there yet. Yeah, look, these workers are pretty happy. Trying to click on people on the outskirts, right? Good. Assuming the people in the middle would be happy. Now, how are we doing with our corn? Plenty. Now remember, we're pulling corn out of here now. So we have a train that will come into here. So this guy drops off to here, fills up this one as much as he can, and then goes to this one. So, I only see one thing over here, or is it two smoking? Yeah, because I think we only have trains that come to here. Nobody comes to here yet. So how is our meat? Okay, we put a second train on here. So if you look, we have two trains now, which is good. How full are you? Well, halfway-ish. How are you doing? You've got almost full workers. So you don't have enough livestock, so we could definitely get some more livestock. And it sounds like we have plenty of crops at this point too. So do we try to fire up? Like, is this working pretty well? No, we could really up the number of people getting out to here, couldn't we? Should probably keep an eye on it for a minute. Now, where are you guys going? Around through there? Oh, no, you are dropping people off here. We just didn't have any... Okay, so this is fully fired up. We just really don't have enough people. Right? Is it a matter of... Yeah, we just don't have that many people at these bus stops or trains, trolley stops. Now this one... Yeah, so I think a couple of these guys do go to... Right, if we... I don't know. I kind of wish you could rename things a little better. So this is trolley stop 5. So yeah, they're going up to 2. Okay, so I think we're doing okay. It's another one where let's just let it ramp up on its own. I think the biggest thing we could do is just look at our imports. And we are importing meat. So it would be kind of good last month. Yeah, our meat really importing hasn't gone down. So let's see. Let's go check out our meat areas and just see if there's a particular one. Yeah, so one of the things, I may pause the video here and because I do want to do like a good efficiency thing, and maybe I'll write down a list of things I do, is go around and just make sure periodically that I don't have any snafus getting things to each place, right? And if we're going to purchase, we're just going to purchase from here is the main thing I want to do, so that I know that's where we're purchasing from, right? So this guy has enough meat. So if we're buying meat, it's because we have an inefficiency somewhere else, right? So we got meat here. So that's, do we check? Yeah, so we already did gateway. Well, you know what we didn't check? Did we check this one? No meat here. No, let's see, do we have a meat train sent here? Yeah, that's the meat train. Oh, look, is he right there now? Pulling in? Well, there he... Oh, but he doesn't have any meat on him. I know, what happened there? Wait a second. Was that the meat train? Yeah, why didn't you just drop off stuff at Revergrad? No power? Huh? Did you see that? He went right by Reverdist Cargo Station. Reverdist Cargo Station. It says unload. Unload meat. And we do have a connection. Well, in any event, what we should be doing is purchasing meat from here. Right? Do we have... Yeah, I mean, there's no limiting this. I don't think you can, you know, it's only just holds meat, so you can't say don't store meat. We just watched them, just by pure luck, go right past here, even though it says unload here. And this doesn't, you know, you can't limit it through this. And look, this one has power, this one has power. Very curious. Anybody have an idea? Like, is this, I mean, I don't think there's any way to build these unless they're connected. Well, let's see what happens now that we have some meat in there. Does it, or do we just have to destroy and rebuild? It has happened in the past. I mean, I guess, you know what, maybe we can, let's just do this, because it'll probably be the cheapest. Yeah, it's not. Alright, let's just see if that does it. Otherwise, we might have to... I had the similar problem with an oil tanker at some point. But there we go. So we're buying meat, but it looks like we're buying meat for Revergrad. And then the same thing, by the way, in particular, I want to do with these clothes. So there we go. There's our clothes train waiting. And how much does he have? 17. And how are we doing with people? Nobody waiting there. 10. Not very good. So we shouldn't have any pollution issues down here anymore. That's the good news. Right? Do we have... Yeah, we probably really don't have people assigned to go to these things, do we? So let's assign some of these houses that they'll go there to work. Hurt us. It's either that or we're doing such a fine job. Now this train station, I think I'm going to hold off because, and then these people, you know, they're working at the university. And we do have related trains, and so they're all stopping here. So we might as well send. And these guys should be able to make it there. Good, we'll see. So let's see if that helps ramp up our clothing a bit more. Sorry, I muted myself for a half second. I was just saying, I think I'm going to go around and look for inefficiencies. In particular, we can do a little bit of it, but I want to make sure that, like, we don't have any vehicles coming to here. So we need to go find those refrigerated trucks. Where did I put them? I wouldn't have sent them too far, I don't think. We never did destroy that depot, but did I send them to the middle here? Well, you know what I can do? Let's do this. No. List. List of vehicles, type, all map, refrigeration, Camine. There you go. See, that list comes in very handy. All right, so let's see, what do we have here? I think I would probably, yeah, this one is one of the old vehicles. I think we might as well just use the KMZ ones. All right, so I think I'm just going to sell this. We can't really make these, though, can we? I'm going to hold off on selling it just for now. But I'll use this one, like, last, if I need to. All right, so we'll set these guys up over there, and I don't know. I think this is boring as heck personally, so I assume that you guys don't want to see me setting up too much of this kind of stuff. So we have a small shopping center, and we want to get a meat truck to come into here. So we will say go from here to here. Yep, we can only do anything. Yeah, you might as well wait in both places and start. Right, so that's one down. And then we need to get meat into here. Do we already have covered? No refrigerated there either. We kind of confirm everything because, yep, we're just buying meat. So let's take this guy, go from there to there, load, unload, start. We can have you wait in both places. Right, and so that covers, oops, I closed that other one, I didn't mean to. So that covers this. Oh wait, we got another one now, don't we? Okay, well, unfortunately I closed that vehicle, that one I wanted to use. And so what I want to do is just go around to each town and kind of check, and maybe what I won't do is too much fixing, though again, how much of that anybody wants to see is, yeah, I don't even want to do it kind of thing, right? Not that that means anything, but we don't want GW distribution. Revergrad, yeah, let's start over, even though I think that may do. Yeah, load. And unload. So if you put this meat, think about this too, if you put this meat distribution on like auto purchase, they'll never actually get stuck waiting here unless there's a really particular problem. But if we ever take it off, it's not bad if they jam up there. It sort of helps you see what's going on. Oh, we got another building on fire. Get out there, guys. Yeah, we did get rid of one of our firehouses, but we should have a firehouse up here. Where the heck is it? Oh, there it is, back in the corner. Yeah, so we have workers there. Good. Okay, so we should be at a small shopping center. This is kind of a problem here too. So, see what I mean? I'm going to go around and look, try to get into the nitty gritty, and just try to. One of the good ways to tell that is just what we did here, where we sit here and look and say, okay, close meat. Close is explainable, but I want to get that meat down to 0 since we have all these trains going, and look for our different issues. Hopefully, we didn't get any more meat in there, but I'll keep an eye out for that train. I'll see why we're buying fabric, like, okay, our fabric train's back. So we did drop off fabric. It's probably just going to take a little while, but I'll go check that out. I might check that out with you guys because that's kind of interesting with the auto manufacturing, and this is sort of unique compared to. I feel like we've done this enough times where I've gone around and just made sure these towns have what they need, and again, so. All right, well, let me go pause it for a minute or 10 or a half hour and just see if we can't get some of these problems worked out, like getting these guys closed and electronics and all that stuff. So I need to go grab some of these covered halls to get that done. All right, guys, see you in a minute. I wanted to come back for a quick minute and show you guys what I did, just to get an idea. Maybe the way I'm doing it's good, maybe not. In any event, I took a look at old Revergrad. I didn't get far at all, but I paused time a fair amount because it's annoying that these vehicles come and go, and it's a lot easier if you say, oh, these are the 4 different shopping centers that we actually have here. 1, 2, 3 is not a shopping center, but it's a old Revergrad grocery store. And we also have, or did I get rid of it? Yeah, that's probably a good question. I think I got rid of, yeah, that's a school. I'm debating getting rid of this shopping center, but anyway, we have this new shopping center down here. We have the old the big shopping center we had built many decades ago, and then we have this newest shopping center. Looking at it now, I think I wish I kind of reversed this so that this was on the other side and this was over here. Would have been a little easier. I think we can get away with deleting this, though. Let's just see. As long as they can get to this other shopping center. Yeah, that would be the furthest guy. Where can this guy get to? Blocking my view. Can he get to either one of these? Like, can he get to this one or this one? Yeah, he can actually get to both, it looks like. Yeah, so what I think I'm going to do, and one of the reasons I came back, I don't want to do anything too drastic while you guys are here, or not here, so I think I'm going to demolish this grocery store. You know, and I know there's some people that go, oh, don't demolish things. But, hey, you got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to get rid of this road connection there and that. Yeah, maybe we could put a decoration there, right? So hopefully that doesn't adversely affect us too much. And what that would do, just so you know, is clean this up. These vehicles were going to drop stuff off there and then come and sit here and wait, and then hopefully they would get back to here in time to restock it. So there's 4 vehicles now that are just, once I deleted that, they should just be going to here, right? From here to here. But they were just a few minutes ago going all the way up to GW distribution over there. So this should greatly increase their efficiency. But so now I just have one of each vehicle going to each of these road cargo stations. So it should be pretty easy to go in there and look and see, you know, that we have that. Now, is there going to be enough food? Well, I certainly hope so. You know, it's a little hard to say at this point. Now, let's see. That's another question. The old shopping center. How about this one? Can we... Yeah, we might want to up the amount of food. The problem is the darn purchasing. Oh, we're not going to be purchasing in here anymore. Yeah, so let's take the food up. That's another advantage of not purchasing there, right? Yeah, let's take food up to 50%, and then we'll take electronics. Yeah, I'd like to hold at least 1, but then can we take clothes up a little bit? Yeah, how about that? Just see if that helps, right? We'll store a little bit more food in these things. Let's do that with each one of. What is that? Road cargo station. Why did I have that open? Oh, that's a kindergarten. Yeah, that's the one I just did. All right, let's come here. Yeah, let's take the clothing up. Okay, and we're going to take it off of purchasing here. All right, and then that way we get a little bit more. There you go. That's pretty close. Right, and then we'll get some meat over here hopefully pretty shortly. All right, so that's the third one of these. And then the last one, yeah, we'll do the same thing. Let's take this off of purchasing. Because if we're going to purchase from here, right? It'll be a lot easier than tracking. It'll be easier to figure out where we don't have any food at that point. So let's take this a bit over 50%. There you go. That makes it a nice, yeah, that should be good. They don't really use many electronics. Far and away more clothing and, yeah. Let's just see how that works out. We'll go with this percentage. It'll be a bit of an experiment. So these guys should now only have one stop back and forth. These two I took off. They were going, I had switched them, and then I decided, you know what, let me send them over to this depot. So these vehicles we can use other places. And then these are all new vehicles that I sent to the different warehouses here. So I know there's only 7, but maybe there was already somebody coming here. I forget. But if you look, we now have 4 trucks all lined up. So it's almost like you increased your storage. Are these guys having a problem? Maybe they're coming back from... Oops. Now, where are you? Okay, so you're just sitting there, but where is your buddies? Waiting. Currently headed. See, if we come over here and look... Nah, see that's... Yeah, let's get rid of that. That's confusing. Yeah, get rid of... Once they're in a depot, you can delete all the stops. So that way it doesn't look like they're planning on coming here. So I have 5 vehicles planning on coming here. What do I got? 2 food ones? No, electronics. This is clothing. Food. Refrigerated. Yeah, so I have 2 food ones. I don't know that we really even need 2 food ones. This gets to be a confusing mess, and that's... but whatever. It's all part of it, and it's part of making it more efficient, right? So, like, if we would look... My point was, in looking up that... Yeah, see, this guy looks like... No, he looks like he's heading away because he's... Where the heck are you going? Oh, you know what? Yeah, he's probably coming from there, even though he's got a full load. You know what? You don't need to go there. Just since I'm... Look, that was a heck of a turnaround on the bridge. Yeah, look at that. It's kind of laggy when I put it in this mode. I don't know if you guys can see. It's sort of stuttery. Yeah, it's probably got a lot going on here as far as any other place with all the vehicles. So there we go. So you can go there and wait. Now the problem is I have too many vehicles going into there. So what I think I'll do is if I'm going to leave this guy on, since I already have him open, let's send him to there instead. And unload. And wait. All right, and then we'll get rid of this stop. So that way we don't... Because the problem is if one of these doesn't leave, then there's sort of an issue at that point. Who are you? You're going to get food. Are you not told to wait? Yeah, you need to wait. Lots of little details in this game, huh? Yeah, so let's... Yeah, these are the 2 that are going there. Is this guy told to wait too? Yeah, he's told to wait. So we should be in pretty good shape over here. Yeah, there you go. This guy, is he waiting? Yep. And these guys are obviously waiting. Now we have these little refrigerated trucks, but that's okay. So we'll see. Oops. Yeah, so I'm just going to close all these. So we should be in pretty good shape down here, and I'll just move on to the next town. But I definitely wanted to come show you guys getting rid of that and just the efficiency improvement. Let's see. Has it stopped us from... All right, let's... You know what? I didn't even notice if the train... Yeah, that's... Is that... Let's go see how our... Where is our meat train? I only see one of them sitting here. The other meat train must be on his way somewhere. He was waiting. Yeah, there he goes. So I'm going to keep an eye on him. Where is he going? All the way up to Autograd? Okay. And then he's going to go down to Rever, and then out to GW, and then MB, and then Molna. Does that make sense? Yeah, and then he's going to come back to the ranch. So, yeah, I guess it makes as much sense as any other. It's probably not the most efficient route, but he's already dropped off a good amount of his meat, which is good. We want to use it up, right? All right, so let me follow him. I'll see if we get food, dropped off there. But in the meantime, I will go looking for more inefficiencies with the different shopping centers, wherever they're at. Yeah, here's one. See, so do we have 4 vehicles in there? Yep, covered, clothing. Yep, see, I'll just go around and do this and just double check that they're all going to the most logical place. Oops, so you just showed back up. All right, make sure they're all waiting. Ooh, that's the locomotive. There, so there we go. So we'll have 4 sitting in there. Make sure they all have more. We probably do what I did before, right? Change our percentages so we get a little more food in there, since we obviously need more of that than anything else. Cool. All right, let me keep an eye on this train. There he goes. He's already heading back to Revergrad, but he's only got 24 tons of food, but hopefully he gets there. And I will see you guys again in another few minutes with the probably the finale of the episode there. I'll try to look for something juicy in efficiency improvements that I can show you guys. All right, see you in a bit. Okay, so this is a bit of a mess, to say the least. I don't know. I'm so confused as to which end is up. But I'm trying to attack the problem systematically. I did notice this. Look, it says building is without power supply. Whenever you cancel the purchasing, for some reason it says building is without power supply. So if I hit play, it gets its power supply. But we are missing things in this shop. We weren't getting electronics because I was sending this guy to the wrong place. So it's definitely, yeah, I found quite a few little things. Another thing we were doing was bringing, where is it? There's menu button. No, this way. A long time ago, we built this distribution to just kind of help with things. So what I have now is this guy is just going to start taking stuff and emptying this out. So we'll sell off that extra meat, and then I'll pull this vehicle off. As far as this goes, these 2 vehicles are the little ones. They were servicing Neuve Revergrad, so I decided, well, we'll upgrade those to the bigger ones. And so I'm just sort of waiting for them to get unloaded, and then I'll sell them. What is this guy? Probably just open. Yeah, he's Chemsol's food. So I need to keep an eye on things. One of the things that I did that I'm a little bit nervous about is I have 2 supply trucks of food to here. So we want to keep an eye on that. But I think that adding the 51% could prevent the problem. Rather than adding another truck, up the amount of food that you're storing, and then it gives your trucks a little bit longer time. So there are still 2 trucks coming to each of these for food. Now, menu button, meat storage, yeah, we can close that. Well, you know what, I'll leave that open by this refrigerated guy, or shrunken. And so these guys I'm going to keep open for a little bit, and then this guy, I don't think I really checked him too well, but I've just really been going around, and yeah, so there's 1, 2 food, a meat guy, clothing, and then in this particular case I have, and this is one of these trucks, see this electronics guy, he was going around to each of the 3 shopping centers, so I just have it set up to go to all 4 now so I don't forget in the future. But the electronics guys are coming directly into the shopping centers up here, and hopefully they'll go around in a loop, deliver things, go get more electronics. So, and that way that allows me to put 2 food trucks in each one of these, since it's a little bit far, to go over there and get the food. So just to kind of make sure, and I'll keep an eye on that. We might not even need 2 food trucks, but yeah, for now it is what it is. So I've done a lot of looking around, and what are these guys open for? Why are you open? I don't know. You might have just got opened. It's so easy to forget. Yeah, electrical. Yeah, so then this guy is kind of a problem in that he's right in the middle. So I think I may have gotten him straightened out. Now, does he have an electronics guy? Yeah, he's going to come in here. You know what? You might as well wait in there. There are 2 parking spaces. Aim safe. And yeah, so there's 2 food guys. Clothing guy. Let's make sure they're all on weight. Yep, clothing guy. You know, our electronics guy. Yep, food guy. Food guy waiting. Yep, so that's the second food guy. And a meat guy. Is he waiting? Yep. There you go. So close that one. So electrical town should be okay. Everybody should certainly be better than they were, if that makes sense. Now I'm kind of confused as to why I left these guys open. Chemsaw, are you waiting? Let's just make sure. Yeah, so we'll have you wait at the shopping center itself. Let's go down there and look at that. Yeah, there's some problems with these guys. Yeah, you can't wait, can you? Because you'll clog up the works. Looks like this guy is waiting with food at Chemsol. So what are the other vehicles that are heading to this shopping center? Covered. Electronics. That's the food guy that's sitting there. So we don't have a clothing guy that's coming to Chemsol. And the problem is, there's a few towns, the older towns, I wasn't in the habit of putting those rail cargo stations. So, yeah, we're not going to have clothing coming to here, are we? And that is definitely a problem. So I suppose I did take, well, I could take, no, none of the, well, that one guy's at the 5110. Let's see, did we get somebody back in here? Yeah, what do you have? You have nothing in you, which is good. So yeah, we could take you, and unfortunately, I'm just going to have to drive them back and forth. Let's see, which one of these is clothing? This one. So warehouse 2 here. So I'll take you. Let's just start at the bottom. And let's delete these 2. All right, load clothing. There is something a little more exciting that I want to do. But yeah, I'm just going to, for now, just have him run back and forth with clothing, unfortunately. But at least we'll have clothing there. So I've taken most of the ones I remembered to, at least, off of purchasing. So they're not purchasing any more stuff. And then the ones that are the bigger shopping centers, I have... What are you doing? Okay, so yeah, you're just running to... You're a little truck, but I switched these guys from... That's, I think, why they're open. I don't think they're open to talk to you guys about them, but I switched them from going to here, so we can just eliminate that. And then what is this guy? Same deal? Yes. But what I'd like to do, the slightly more exciting thing... Yeah, good. I didn't close any of these. Let's check. Are any of them sellable yet? No. I haven't spent too long. Yeah, you'll be a while emptying that place out. So let's see. Hopefully these things aren't too annoying. They should get covered. I was looking here, and I mean, this is a pretty big town, and I don't know what we're really going to do with it, but we don't have, like, we have the same problem here. These are like the old original shopping centers that we built. There's a pub that we don't even really need, you know, at that point. We don't have any alcohol in the pub, which is probably... Yeah, we should probably just take this down to shut it off. I don't know if that's going to cause a problem. So, but anyway, I was trying to think of a way that we could get this section fixed at least, because it is such a big town. And one of the things I was looking at is, you know, we have this cinema here. We kind of have enough room. Now, part of the problem, if I come to here, just do this, is that this building is built backwards. Like, if it had been built the other way around,
I wouldn't have to delete these houses, but I'm thinking I might be able to build another one of these, even if I have to destroy the road and do something kind of temporary to fit it in, if I can move this cinema. And then we would get rid of these by coming over to here. And even though we just built all this, maybe seeing about putting a shopping center right in here. Let's put our wireframe on. Yeah, we got a little bit of a... Probably definitely will have a leveling issue, but then I could have a road that comes back here, even if we have to delete and redo these power lines, and put a shopping center like just south, I don't know which direction we're facing, but just towards me from this parking lot there. So let's come up here and try to carefully use that delete tool. Alright, and then let's go over to here. So the first phase would be to get a big shopping center in. Yeah, I think I need to pause it, and yeah, let's just pause it so that I can demolish. Yeah, we'll demolish those two. And then let's see, do we have any construction equipment? Yes. You know, let's level from the road, kind of. Let's see, is that enough to at least get it? Yeah, building leveling. So we'd have it, well, that looks like it might work out fairly well with the road attaching this guy anyway. So I'm just going to go back into here, some extra. Oh, no, you kind of, oh, did I don't know what happened there. Yeah, you know, that would work for me. Can I go a little closer? A little further north? Can't really see. Let's try to get it at this angle. All right, so we'd have a shopping center. I'm looking, I can see that road might come right out there, so let's level a bit more. Hopefully we can get a road all the way around here. It's kind of slow. But then what I'm hoping is right kind of the area that I'm leveling out, we would maybe be able to get a road up in there, and then a road cargo station. And then this would service this end of town. So let's see, where is, I gotta go back over to roads. Alright, this guy could sit, let's do it this way. Alright, and then let's see about getting, I would think I would want to make this like a walkie road, right, so that they can walk from over here. Now, let's get rid of this bit, right, and then we can get a footpath from, say, here over to here. There would be two footpaths here, which kind of works out reasonably. Let's get rid of this one. I think we need that. And then I would probably, just to make it a little bit of a shorter walk maybe, because this isn't a paved road there, so we'll do something like that so these people can get over there. These people should easily, well, we got a bunch of footpaths that aren't completed there, don't we? Yeah, but that would get people in, that would get that in. Now we just need to talk about like maybe a regular road. Can we get by here? Yeah, it won't let me level it, but let's go a little bit further, just so maybe I can, yeah, get that a bit straighter looking. And then, I don't know, this is unnecessary, isn't it? Yeah, that's good. I don't need to build a road into the other side of that. So there we go. So now we have a shopping center here, or will. And then, yeah, like the problem is if I go to destroy this one, getting people to get food while I'm rebuilding this. And then the other side of this is cinemas, right? So let's put up a few more cinemas maybe, even if it's a bit wasteful. But like if we put a cinema here, we need to level. And I'm sort of running out of time in the episode, so yeah, that's sort of a mess, isn't it? Does that help though? It helps significantly. How about this way? Can I level from up here? Shopping center, cinema. No, that made it worse. Let's do this. I don't want to get too far away from that road. I could straighten that road out, but it is a pretty important road. Right, there we go. We can get a little closer. Sometimes when you kind of want to get it as close as we can. Right, so there we go. So we'll have a cinema right there, which will mean that, well, a good chunk of these people should be able to get to that cinema, I hope, one way or the other. Probably even want to get rid of, let's go back to the road stuff. Let's get rid of this bit of road. And I'm going to get rid of this walking path bit. Just because it's not really the direction I want it. And then I think what I would do... Yeah, we really probably should walking road this. Wouldn't that make life easier? Boy, there's a lot of little connections there. Right? So that this is all walking road. Is that walking road? No. Do that. Yeah, at least up to that point. And then this should be walking road so that people can walk into there, and then maybe we'll put another footpath off the back end. Alright, so that should get them there. Then these people, well, they can walk this way, but we might as well maybe do something like that, get them, you know, a little bit more efficient maybe. If they need to get down to the cinema. And then I'm thinking that would probably just cover these houses. So we would probably need another, I guess we could put a cinema where those houses were. And that should cover a fair number of people. Now, I don't think it's like an emergency to get a cinema in. All right. Yeah, I really don't want you attaching with those footpaths, but... I really wish I could build it like right there, which I can, but we're going to need to get rid of this, even if it's just temporary, get rid of it. And then I could build it back a little bit further. Yeah, see, that's kind of nicer. I think. Can I even get you? No, not quite. Yeah, but I can get you to attach. Let's get rid of that footpath because it's pretty pointless. Because they're not going to be coming from this way, I don't think. They'll be coming from this way. We don't have another footpath here, do we? No, but that's all walking road, so we should consider it. Let's see, I was going to do this maybe. Alright, we'll make this a walking road. Like that. So that should cover pretty well the people over here. And then let's not forget our electrical thing. And then I gotta call it quits on the episode. But yeah, these people over here would probably struggle getting to a cinema if we knock this one down. But I think, you know, that should cover. And then we would have maybe another one. Probably can't squeeze one in right there, but we'll try. Yeah, no no way. Could get one like here. I don't really need you attaching all that way. So let's see. It'll prioritize attaching to the roads. So let's get this guy to go out straight a little bit. Yeah, see how it won't attach in all those places? There. So if we were to build all those cinemas, let's get rid of that bit of road there. And that should all be walking road into this cinema. That should get us enough cinemas that we could knock down this food. We'll leave this one if we can. And then hopefully they'll still be able to get there, though. All I really want to do is spin that one around, right? So let's just real quick. Oops, I didn't really mean to close that. Yeah, come to electrical. Regular big ones. Right, we need to rehook that up. Right, and then yeah, I think if we come to there, will I be able to do it? Yep. Okay, so let's purchase those. Come back to the high voltage. Look at that, 1.5 or 1.2 million rubles. All right, so let's play it again, and then that's got to be the episode just because I'm out of time. But there we go. So now the other thing, last thing we should do is that a reasonable construction office? You're really more geared towards paver construction office. You know, I plan on doing some work down in here, but do we... You know what, I probably should move Kameen. Let's get rid of that wireframe. I think Kameen is kind of done. I think that they should be a reasonably... Nah, they're more of a paving office, too. Alright, well, you know what? I'll do it in between the episodes, probably. Oh, I just closed those vehicles by hitting escape. And now I... Alright, I need to go find those vehicles that I just had open the whole time. And one should be pretty easy. Right, this guy, because he's just offloading stuff out of here. So I'm going to go find those other two vehicles that should be coming up here and emptying themselves. And like I said, I'm just out of time for the episode. I'll start having recording or processing issues. Are you... Oh, look, I found one. All right, so we can sell this guy. So this guy's done. You know, I'm just going to start using the bigger ones. We're still out over there producing them. So there should be another guy coming up this way. I'll keep an eye out for him. We'll come back in the next episode, and I'm not sure what we'll do, but we got a lot of efficiency done, I hope. And I need to get that construction crew going. So I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day. Bye-bye.